At the end of the day, so you lost a job you worked hard at.
Welcome to WatchMojoUK, and today we're looking at celebrities who have tried and failed to resuscitate their lifeless careers.
Look.
No, don't touch, Michael.
That's done.
Michael, put my potatoes back in the saucepan.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
Phillip Schofield.
So how old was he when he first said to you, I'm interested in television? Was he 18 by that point?
19.
Scof hasn't yet made his grand return to television, but many sources suggest he's plotting exactly that. After his departures from This Morning and Dancing on Ice, following that enormous scandal, Schofield retreated from the public eye. But it's now being suggested by some tabloid sources that he's going to take the reins of GMB from Richard Madeley, though we're not sure how likely that is.
Now, we can't start today's show without paying tribute to the man who spent the last 2 decades sitting on the This Morning sofa, Phillip Schofield.
Supposedly, he has the support of numerous other stars, including Alison Hammond, and it's even been reported that he's reconciled with Holly Willoughby.
Did you ever tell Holly Willoughby?
No, God no. That's a bigger question.
We're not convinced any return to showbiz will be well received by the public, though. Christine Hamilton.
What's wrong with Big Saucy?
Nothing, I'm just asking you, are you saucy?
I mean, I've always...
Are you a little bit X-rated?
No, not at all. I mean, it's been a permanent source of regret to me that the one thing I've never been involved in is a sex scandal.
For a few years in the 1990s, you couldn't get away from Christine Hamilton. Rising to fame as a political commentator thanks to her role as her husband Neil Hamilton's secretary, Christine enjoyed a brief period as a media personality and chat show host.
So this isn't the first time that false allegations have been made against us, and read about the others on this website.
But then, in 2001, both Hamiltons were arrested in connection with a serious sexual assault. This turned out to be a false allegation, with the accuser getting a prison sentence, but it nevertheless killed Hamilton's media career. She unsuccessfully tried to revive it on I'm a Celebrity only a year after the false allegations, and has since only appeared in pantomimes, until she and Neil turned away from the Tories so that he could briefly be the leader of UKIP.
I'm not as strong as people think, that's the trouble. I'm much too emotional.
Russell Brand.
Come on! Everyone does it. Don't be afraid of your own sexuality. Do be a bit afraid of mine, though.
His mainstream hosting career largely ended with the Saxgate scandal, though he continued being a popular comedian. Ultimately, Brand tried to rebuild his image through a pivot to political commentary, appearing on many editions of Question Time and endorsing Ed Miliband for Prime Minister in 2015. But even before the 2023 allegations against him emerged, he'd built a totally different career as a wellness influencer and anti-vaxxer, promoting this online until YouTube nuked his channel after the expose came out.
Obviously, he was the presenter and I was a runner. I wasn't going to tell anyone what he'd done because I didn't want to lose my job.
He's still trying to create a new image for himself and was baptised in 2024 in the Thames with the help of Bear Grylls, bizarrely. Will this earn him another presenting gig? Almost certainly not.
He was allowed to say the unsayable, he was allowed to do the unthinkable, and consistently got away with it.
Frankie Kokoza.
If you came out on a night with me, you'd probably wake up wondering what happened last night.
For a few weeks in 2011, Frankie Kokoza was a household name, rising to stardom as one of the X Factor's wildest contestants. This wildness eventually won out, and Kokoza found himself booted after apparently taking the old adage, sex, drugs and rock and roll, very seriously indeed.
Hey, what's up? I met her and I banged her.
You can't say that!
Sorry.
Shortly after, he turned up on Celebrity Big Brother, ending in a respectable 2nd place, but it was all for nothing.
I want to be huge. I'd look forward to all the money and the cars and the showing off, but mainly I'm more looking forward to the girls.
His music career never took off properly, and he faded into obscurity, despite trying to crowdfund a studio album with his band. Hopefully, he's found some peace since he stopped pursuing fame and fortune and settled down.
I couldn't even remember, straight after coming off stage, do you know what I mean? I couldn't even remember what had just happened.
Katie Price. It'd take a lot more than 2 hands to count all the times Katie Price has tried and failed to rejuvenate her career.
And you don't have Botox or nothing. I don't mean to say you do, but you look so good on it. Can you, Katie?
Rising to fame on Page 3 as Jordan, she eventually ditched the pseudonym, trying to pursue a singing and then a media career.
That's another thing. I've done a lot of reflecting. I think it's best that I'm on my own. I just don't want to be in a relationship.
After meeting Peter Andre on one of the early series of I'm a Celebrity, it seemed that things might be looking up for her. But after their split, she returned to the jungle, remaining the only star to have gone on the show twice.
I hope we can remain friends as of I came out.
Okay,
So
no more.
So you and Alex are split now?
I'm not with him, no.
It never resulted in long-term success for Price, though she does still turn up on Loose Women from time to time, and has fronted numerous failed documentaries about herself. Eamon Holmes.
But what I don't accept is mainstream media immediately slapping that down as not true when they don't know it's not true.
Following decades as a successful daytime TV presenter, everything started to unravel for Holmes when he made one fateful comment about how the science wasn't yet in on whether 5G masts caused COVID-19. He blamed ITV's woke agenda for sacking him and Ruth Langsford, though ITV said it was because viewers didn't relate to him anymore.
Have you never thought of making a business off it?
In what aspect?
Charging for it?
Whatever the reason, Holmes was welcomed with open arms at GB News, which is still struggling to maintain any viewership. However, things went from bad to worse in 2024, when it was revealed that he and Ruth were seeking a divorce, with Holmes having moved out of the family home.
Just before we move on, I'd just like to thank people for your support for Ruth and I over the last few days as to the news of our separation.
His career was over the minute he started talking about 5G. Matt Hancock.
What I do appreciate is that you did eat a sheep's vagina for us.
It's hard to even say what Matt Hancock's career is at the moment. He was a successful Tory MP, rising all the way to the office of Health Secretary. And then he went and ended his time as a frontbencher by getting caught cheating on his wife and breaking lockdown guidelines.
You were socialising someone outside of your household?
Yeah, I didn't break any laws. Guidance is different, but anyway, I don't want to go
Oh, so there's a rule and there's a law.
In an effort to promote his book, Pandemic Diaries, and rehabilitate his public image, Hancock ended up going on I'm a Celebrity while Parliament was sitting.
Why did you break your own guidance?
Well, because it was a mistake, because I fell in love with somebody and we all know
I was
what
taken by
happened.
love.
Well, it's true.
He lost the whip, and about 18 months on, stood down as an MP for good, but only after appearing on another reality show, Celebrity SAS Who Dares Wins. But does the public like Hancock now? Well, no, they certainly don't.
What I'm really looking for is a bit of forgiveness.
Kim Woodburn. British TV is made of double acts, and for a few years, Kim and Aggie were wildly popular.
This lady, she ain't no cleaner.
It can't be that bad, surely, can it?
Yes, 28 years worth.
28? Oh my God.
Fronting the outrageous cleaning show How Clean Is Your House, in which the duo tried to tidy up Britain's most disgusting homes, they shot to fame, but it wasn't to last, and the show ended with the two deep in a feud. Woodburn was never as appealing without Aggie Mackenzie to balance her out, and her tenure on Celebrity Big Brother proved that thoroughly, as she went on tirades and attacked anybody who was in the house with her.
I didn't tell you how vile you are from day one. That's what I should have done.
You, my dear.
You're a horrible, self-centered, publicity-seeking witch.
Though she was paid a small fortune for her appearance, her time back in the limelight definitely didn't make her any more popular.
I wouldn't want to sit and talk to lying
Well, I
trash
think
like
that's
you.
sad. I think we should have drawn a line.
Yeah, not good. So you think what you like?
That's a terrible thing to say.
You're
showing yourself.
Jeremy Kyle.
I really did go on the Jeremy Kyle show to prove to you I never cheated on you, but it all went wrong. Love you forever, your Steve.
It's shocking to think that any broadcasters are giving Jeremy Kyle new presenting gigs after the demise of his self-titled talk show, in which he relentlessly attacked vulnerable members of the public. But that's the world we're living in.
Yeah, I absolutely am aware of that. That's why.
Why is it taking you 15 years to deal with it then?
He's so condescending. He's so disrespectful.
He's made a return to television on Talk, apparently the only media outlet that will hire him now. But most members of the public aren't having any of it.
It was sudden. There's lots behind what happened, which, as I said, will come out. I think initially, I think I suffered from real shock.
Yeah. His show was already controversial and unpopular, but years on and he's failed to apologise for the ways in which many of his guests suffered, which is the absolute bare minimum considering what he put them through.
And suddenly you're in this place where you think, God, I was just doing my job, I was working hard, I did what everybody said.
Michael Barrymore.
All three were released without charge.
But the damage to Michael's career seemed irreversible.
He's made more attempts to return to fame than anybody else, but it's never gone down well because of the unsolved death of Stuart Lubbock.
The truth about this, Michael, isn't it, is that we may never know the truth.
Yes.
Lubbock died in suspicious circumstances at a party at Barrymore's house in 2001, and Barrymore himself was questioned by police over it many times. The charges were dropped, and Barrymore has won the cases for damages he brought against the police, but his showbiz career has never recovered.
Do you call for lamb? 25 years in the business, married girl.
God, don't do that to me. You frighten me to death.
He even went as far as appearing on Celebrity Big Brother in 2005 and Come Dine With Me in 2010 with the express purpose of revitalising his career, though various arrests for drug offences have scuppered this.
No, you're sabotaging.
That's not the whole time.
You obviously are very, very lacking in confidence to sabotage my dinner.
Let us know in the comments if you think any of these former stars deserve a second chance.
See that? That was the lamb. This is the Greek part. That's the Greek bit.
Okay, let's smash the plates, that's good.
That's all right. But that's Greek, isn't it?
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojoUK and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.